this is not something you were looking for. This is not also something that we're looking to, create extra work for you, another job. It's just an opportunity that we want you guys to take a really good look at. The individuals that invited you onto the webinar tonight think very highly of you because they thought enough of you to have you take a look at this, get your feedback, and also to give you an opportunity. So what I want to do is I want to welcome a really good friend of mine, someone who's extremely successful in business. He's a really good family man. He's a very, very successful businessman. He's a very good friend of mine. And I appreciate him taking the time to share this opportunity with you guys. So I want to welcome Mr. Al Murray. Thanks.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Again, my name is Al Murray, and I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to jump on this webinar. And I'm actually just super excited to be a part of this and to share what so many believe is one of the greatest opportunities out here for people like you and I to take advantage of. Super excited. My good friend Mark Hall decided to get started and with the business, and I tell you, he was one that was very apprehensive. When I came to him last year, he was like, "Nah, I'm not sure," but he did put some of his money up. He put some of his money up, and we turned a nice return for him, and he took a little closer look, and man, upon getting started, I tell you, he just really started ripping this thing up, and wasn't nothing that I wasn't used to. I met Mark way back many years ago in the real estate industry. And he was the top seller for like the 2 months that I was working to get my license. And when the broker asked me, he said, Al Murray, I'd like for you to hang your license here. And I told him, I said, listen, I'll have no problem hanging my license here if you allow me to work with that gentleman that drives that BMW sitting out there in the employee of the month or realtor of the month parking lot. And of course that happened, and we forged a relationship that has lasted double-digit years. And so needless to say, upon Mark getting started, it took about maybe 2.5 months before he hit the top of this company. Helped us have our best month a couple of months ago when our organization did over 200,000 euros in 1 month, and 120,000 of those euros came from outside of the United States where I live, and about another 90,000 came from within the United States. And I say that to you because this is an international opportunity here, and I love the fact that we're in over 144 countries around the world. And so in business, that's the way it should be. The rest of the world is a lot larger than the United States. And I just appreciate him taking this business seriously for the amount of time that he's been involved. So without further ado, let me just move forward. And actually, before I do, I want to offer this quick disclaimer here. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I have a Series 6. This is not an MLM or network marketing opportunity. Our company is a registered e-commerce company with an affiliate referral program, just like Amazon, just like eBay. We're here today to share information only that has been helpful to others. We want to share the facts in a manner that will allow you to make an independent decision of your own. All calculations are for illustration purposes and do not represent actual earnings. A good rule of thumb is never spend money that would hurt you to lose. We're part of a larger organization, Wealth Builders Worldwide, a more medium organization, the Union, and that's typically closer leadership, if you will. The Union has just done a phenomenal job. We're in the top 5 organizations within this company. And I just tell you, as the Union itself, probably about 6,000 affiliates. We're working now on a monthly income approaching 3 million euros per month. So just needless to say, this is something that can literally turn into a serious boon for you and your families. But again, Al Murray, and this is me right here in the center. I actually partner with these two gentlemen here. This is, we call this gentleman Bitcoin Lou. His name is Louis Young. This is Stephen Coates. We call him Crypto Steve, and these two gentlemen bring to the table a plethora of cryptocurrency knowledge, business knowledge as well. They own a multi-million-dollar construction company, heavy real estate investors, driving companies, things of the like, what have you. This gentleman here, however, came on board a little bit later. This is Reverend Dr. Dominic Carey, and it took him about 2 months to hit the top of the company. And I tell you, it was a great thing to be out in South Africa and to have one of our top income earners present Dr. Carey here, as well as Mark Hall, with their gold director pins, if you will. And just to know that we've got such folks that can grasp an opportunity and take it to the top. And needless to say, many of these folks have earned the top positions in multiple positions, if you will, their personal accounts, their business accounts, and spouses accounts as well. So myself, I retired from the federal government at the age of 29, and I worked for the U.S. General Accounting Office and now the U.S. General Accountability Office, if you will. So I've been an entrepreneur for the last 23 years, and I really believe that that qualifies me enough to be able to diagnose and determine whether an opportunity is a good one or not. And I definitely feel as though this is one of the best companies I've been involved with in my entire lifetime. I joined Karatbars and Wealth Builders Worldwide back in January of 2018. I did a lot of procrastination as far as really just saying I was going to do some research in the company. It was something that I did not want to get involved with at the time. The three of the guys, the main guys, they got started. Myself, and this one here, we were actually looking to invest into cryptocurrency mining. We were already in the crypto space and what have you. But needless to say, it took about 2 months, and I jumped on board. And within 8 months, the three of us were at the top of this company. And like I said, Dom Carey and Mark Hall came back and did it in like 2 and 3 months apiece. But my partners and I, we look for superior systems, and we found one here that allows us to build internationally. We believe that if you find a superior system, you can begin living the lifestyle of your dreams, and that's just a true statement. We also believe that if we help others get what they want, that we'll get everything that we want as well. Here's the idea. What we're doing is we're saving gold as a premier wealth building asset. We're earning commissions by referral and accumulating gold assets. Karatbars gold products are an alternative means of diversifying your family's assets. Less than 1% of the world's population owns physical gold, and we truly believe that this is a massive market when you think about business. Now, what most of us realize, and may not necessarily know off the top of our head, but three things that really work to erode our wealth and our income making abilities. One are taxes, and I love the fact that owning a business is still one of the best ways to limit your tax liabilities. The second is inflation, and to beat inflation is a phenomenal thing because there's annual imposed inflation on all economies. But one thing that gold has done over time is it's consistently outpaced inflation. So those are two of the main items that kind of keep us from obtaining the wealth and the monies that we earn on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. But the third is procrastination. So we're going to ask you to do, if you see something that makes sense to you, to move on it, and don't do like, I did and procrastinate, folks, because that is the third eroder of your income. But I'd like to welcome you to the Karatbars International presentation. Our company was established in 2011. We're headquartered in Stuttgart, Germany. We're approaching right now 1 million affiliates worldwide. We have a Karat Coin Bank. That bank will be opening in Brazil. We still have licensing for a fully licensed bank in the U.S. However, that is in Miami, Florida, which the business model has changed a little bit. We'll be opening up this bank on December 15th in Brazil, but we will have a bank office in New York. We also have the Karat Coin Bank offices in Hong Kong, Carrot Payment Systems offices in Singapore, as well as customer service in Germany, Dubai, and Slovenia. We have IT services in Bangladesh. So when we talk about a worldwide footprint, folks, we literally, that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our CEO and founder of Karatbars. This is Dr. Harold Seitz. And I tell you, you know, this gentleman brings a plethora of knowledge to the space here, and we appreciate him being the head of this company that he founded. But he's also a senator of the Global Economic Network, as well as a member of the Economic Council. And what this simply means is that he brings a global aspect when we speak of economics and world monetary systems. So he's the most qualified to be a part of this and run this organization. He also says that my mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point that everyone can afford. He says, my goal is to help millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt with Karatbars. And that's a huge mission. And I bought into it so much that it literally is my goal right now to go out and help as many people as I can bust loose from this current system of debt, folks. And I truly indebted to this gentleman. But one of the things that has really impressed me is that he's partnered up with two of the most financially established families in the world. One, Joseph Haidt. Last I heard, he was like #6 on the wealth chart. His family is wealthy. He's from Croatia, as well as Ovidio Tomar, whose family is one of the most wealthiest families in the world as well. And this gentleman brings together all of the technical experience here. So, you know, just having these guys affiliated with our company really means a lot, to be able to sit down with all three of them and break bread. Mark has done it as well. Just been a phenomenal thing. But what they put together is something that financial experts around the world are talking about and saying that we all should do. Many of us know Robert Kiyosaki as a real estate baron and author. Rich Dad Poor Dad. He currently has a book out right now called Fake, and you know, just talking about the monetary system and why we should change parts of our money into gold. Mike Maloney is he runs and owns the 7th largest and most pronounced precious metal company in the world, gold and silver. And they both, and so many others, say, take your monies, take your fiat currencies and exchange part of it into physical gold. Why are they saying this? Because, you know, we can go back to the Nixon years as president of the United States, when our money was last backed by physical gold. It was President Nixon that temporarily suspended the gold standard, and that literally changed the monetary systems all around the world, because the US dollar was the main currency that was pegged to physical gold, and every other currency pegged their value of their currency to the US dollar. So when he took the gold standard away from the US dollar, it literally changed the economies of the world forever. And so what these gentlemen are saying is, take that money. This is a crisp $50 US dollar bill. And what they are saying is, take this and not spend it, but exchange it. This is a promissory note. It's a form of debt that we work for. And your currency is no different, whether you're using the Aussie dollar, the euro, or what have you. It isn't backed by anything anymore, folks. But so what these experts are saying is, take this debt instrument and exchange it into something that's real, a tangible asset. 24 karat gold, 999.9 pure gold bullion, folks. This is the purest gold in the world. It's the quality of gold that countries use to settle their debts. And we're just excited to be able to acquire it in many different means and ways. We help folks set up free gold savings accounts with no fees, where they can take as little as 1/10 a gram of gold and start saving it at whatever pace they choose, whether it's 1/10 of a gram a week, or whether it's 5 grams a month. It's totally up to the person opening up the free account, folks. So we're literally excited by what we're able to do. And there are many out in the marketplace right now that know that gold is selling for about $1,500 an ounce right now. And indications are showing that it will be somewhere closer to $2,000 an ounce sometime in the first quarter of 2020. But here is what's really real is that as you take a look at the amount of US dollars that are floating around the world and the fiat currencies of the world and the amount of debt, with all of the plans and people saying that we're going to go back, the world is going to go back onto a monetary system backed in physical gold, folks, what that literally would mean is that the dollar would have to move, or gold would actually have to move from $1,500 an ounce to an upwards of to $10,000 an ounce, folks. So what that means is that something like this, a $50 digit of gold would have to go to about $500. So again, we see the value in doing that. But I would also say to you folks is that I don't necessarily want you to take my word for it. It's so many third-party documentation, so much third-party documentation out here that substantiates what we're talking about. Return to the gold standard, why prices would hit $10,000. Folks, they're saying if under the worst case scenarios, the solution was to return to the gold standard of the Nixon years, the price of gold bullion would be worth 10,000 plus an ounce. And that's literally incredible, right? So let's talk about inflation, because we just said that that was one of the main detractors and eroders of ways of eroding our wealth, folks. But you can go back to 1999, a $20 bill would help you acquire a certain amount of groceries, right? Fast forward to 2005, and same $20 bill looks a little different, but so is the amount of groceries it would help you acquire as well. Less groceries. Fast forward to today, 2019, the dollar looks a little different. It's a little less faded out, a little more faded out, less ink on it, but also the purchasing power has diminished substantially to the point where you no longer need a cart. You can literally take those items around, carry them in your hand to the checkout counter, folks. But this is the value, and this is the effects of inflation. Inflation is the price of goods and services going up and the value of our money decreasing. Okay, so it's a crazy thing when you think that a person today would need $7.7 million to live the same lifestyle that someone did back in 1966, the year that I was born, and we have an average inflation rate of 4.4% over that time span, folks. Yearly inflation. Okay, so just think about it. You're making less than 1% in your bank account, but inflation has increased to this degree. You're losing money, folks. Not just you, but all of us. We're working on old mindsets, and we need to move. We need to make a paradigm shift to a new way of thinking, which allows us to put our money into a vehicle that is not affected by inflation. Let's take another look on price stability. Price stability in an economy means that the general price level in that economy does not change much over time. I can tell you, my grandparents bought penny candy. My parents bought penny candy. I bought penny candy, but my kids have never, ever had the privilege of purchasing penny candy. They've never seen that before. Let's look at the price of an automobile back in 1920, folks. Great Ford automobile here. The cost was about $645 to acquire this automobile. Or you could purchase it with the value acquired from 1 kilogram of gold. Now, let's take a look. Fast forward to 2019, and a commensurate automobile would run you about $40,000. But check this out, if you will. You could purchase it with the same kilogram of gold. A kilogram of gold is worth about 47,000 US dollars, folks. So when you look at this scenario, you see that the automobiles are commensurate with the time, okay? But the US dollars here was $645, but now the dollar has decreased to the point where you need 40,000 euros or dollars to acquire this automobile. But look, the gold held its value. It bought an automobile then, it buys an automobile now. Okay, so that's what we like about owning and possessing gold and not even buying it. We're just exchanging one form of currency to a better form of currency, if you will. One of the great things about our company is we have this wealth building gold. We've got St. Patty's Day gold, we've got Christmas gold, we've got birthday gold, but many folks like the Vatican, large organizations, are taking these customizable gold cards here, and they're putting faces and images on them, such as the Vatican. They put the Pope's face on the card, and they offer it as a fundraiser for the Vatican, as a way to fund their ministries, folks. And it's an awesome thing when you're able to do that. But one of the things that we're most impressed about is this cash gold. This cash gold allows you to have digital gold in your account, and you can store it there for free, and you can turn it into physical gold just by saying, hey, ship my gold to my address so I can have it physically, folks. When it's digital, you can ship it around the world. You can move it through from country to country at a very, very fast pace. So many of us remember the time when, maybe when we used checks. Okay, checks was the primary means of paying for things. I remember being in grocery lines. My mother would write checks for the goods that we were buying. Now we're using MasterCard, Visa, so many debit cards, credit cards, Apple Pay, and what have you. But I'd like to introduce you to the future, Carrot Pay. Carrot Pay is an online platform developed by Carrot Gold and Karatbars International for the purposes of cash gold transactions. Here you can buy, transfer, and pay with cash gold. Simply open a Carrot Pay account for free and send gold throughout your whole network worldwide. Folks, this is like Cash App, or this is like PayPal or the Square Cash app on steroids, because what we send through this is backed in physical gold. Now, I'd like to introduce you to two of the most incredible cryptocurrencies in the world today. The KBC was established last year and came out in ICO form, folks, in around February, March of last year. About 4 months worth of sales produced over 100 million dollars in revenue. It was one of the top selling ICOs in the history of ICO. Upon finishing the sale or selling out of 12 billion coins, the coin went on about 4 different top exchanges in the world. Today it trades on 14 different exchanges, and needless to say, we're excited because we've come out. Now you can only get this coin on an exchange right now, but this coin is our new coin that is in ICO state right now, and it's pre-sale until December 15th of this year. So what folks are doing is they are acquiring this coin at a feverish rate. The company started with 50 million of these coins, and they are selling fast. This coin is issued by the cryptocurrency bank that we own, as well as that bank owns this coin and 3 gold mines, folks. One in Guinea, one in Madagascar, and the other in Brazil. So again, we're super excited, folks, and we're just hoping that you'll see the value as well. Now, what we're doing is we're establishing a entire ecosystem here. We've got the cryptocurrencies, the banks, we've got and now we have our own exchange. It's been open almost for about 10 months now. We opened this 1st of November of 2018. What's awesome about it is only after less than a year in existence, we've got the #1 coin on there, Bitcoin. We've got the #2 coin, Ethereum. We've got USD on that exchange. We've got KBC, KCB. There are right now in the works with about 4 other cryptocurrencies like Ripple and Tron, Cardano, and a few that are looking to come over here very soon. And but what's most impressive, folks, is that this is the first exchange in the world where you can exchange your profits and your coins for physical gold. Yes, you can be on any other exchange, Binance or any other exchange in the world, move your monies onto our exchange through Bitcoin or Ethereum and pull your profits down in physical gold. High net worth individuals do these kinds of transactions all the time in the stock market, and for the first time ever, it's able to be done in the cryptocurrency space. We're excited about that. Now, also parts of our ecosystem, folks, are CEM machines. They work the same as Bitcoin machines, only more elaborate and with more functionality. They're like ATMs. You can take physical fiat currency, and you can exchange it and manipulate it for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, KBC, KCB as well, and or you can withdraw down physical cash gold, folks. This is incredible. This is decentralized. You don't need a bank to control it. The wealth is in the actual bill itself. So again, we're excited by that. And all of this, you know, when we use an ATM, folks, we're used to paying fees. The fees on these machines are much less. And anytime we use cryptocurrency, we're already accustomed to paying fees. But these fees will be less, folks. Not only that, but we've got our cell phone. Our cell phone, we call it a smartphone, actually, or a Genius phone. The Impulse K1 phone is where privacy becomes the new order, folks. You've got this private key right here that keeps all of your crypto and financial data on it. The key is removable. It will actually move into our very own laptop, the very first laptop and phone on blockchain, utilizing blockchain technology, folks. Is incredible. So this phone, this laptop will actually work on a regular protocol. I forget what it's actually called, Microsoft product as well, but it will double on the blockchain, and it's huge. This is incredible, folks. So again, you know, this company really does gauge, you can tell where this company is going by the type of promotions that they offer. Mark and I have won and trips around the world, Dubai, South Africa, Las Vegas, Stuttgart, Germany, folks. We've traveled around the world through promotions like this. We've got a promotion running right now, September 15th through December 15th, folks. And what this promotion is all about is about setting up K merchant. These K merchants, these are businesses that are business KYC approved. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. The company needs to know who they're shipping gold to and who they're transacting and doing business with by law. These companies do a minimum of 15 euros and turnover, folks. They just want to know that you're set up and you can utilize the system. But if you're able to do that, folks, and you offer one of these laptops, 2,600 euros for the laptop, then you'll win a K1 Impulse phone here, a special edition phone, as well as 5,200 euros of the KBC coin as well. Now, moreover, the second option, if you help someone acquire the package number 2, which package number 2 comes with a phone and a laptop, okay, for 5,200 euros, you will win a laptop and 15,600 euros of the KCB cryptocurrency, folks. Crazy promotions. We're excited by these. But even for those that are more serious, folks, if you do a minimum of 30K merchants, these are businesses that sign up for free. They get their business KYCs approved and do 15 euros of generate that in volume, folks. The top 10 producers are going to win things from a quantity, large quantities of the coin, as well as Rolex watches. You got the steel and gold Rolex, the all gold Rolex, and then the top 4 will win these these automobiles right here. And I tell you, I've never ever seen a promotion like this. But this company, we're debt free, and we are doing some phenomenal things in the space. When I first joined this company, the company did not own one gold mine. We've been able to acquire 3 since my being involved. Now, I really want to help you understand what blockchain really is. Blockchain are projects that are based on decentralized structures. So no government control, no central bank control. It's a complete book of immutable book of accounts. It's a ledger. Okay, but this ledger runs over the entire blockchain, a blockchain of millions of computers spanning the globe that hold all of the same information. So it's secure. You can't change it. You know, they're looking at putting medical records, police records, real estate records on blockchain because you can store as much as you want and it's safe and secure and nobody can manipulate or change the data because you have to change it on the whole chain of computers, which is impossible. So here's the thing, folks. The biggest advantage is that it runs on a lower cost, and the transactions happen so much faster than dealing with a bank. Ever tried to transfer $50,000 from one person to another through their bank accounts? Days of float time, and then when others are making money on your money when you're wishing that it was transferred to another person. Folks, blockchain technology is something that we're specializing in. Ovidio Tomar worked on the original blockchain, the ERC20 blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain, and folks, he's helped develop our blockchain, our new own mainnet, our CaratNet blockchain, and it's been ranked now by Forbes as of May 31st, top 10 blockchain companies to watch in 2019. Here it goes on to say about us, the number 7 company, Karatbars International, is the parent company of Carat Gold Coin, a robust gold-backed ecosystem of cross-border blockchain solutions. Okay, it talks about our latest project, the Impulse K1 smartphone, the first phone using voice over blockchain protocol, VOPB. So again, folks, third-party documentation. You don't need to believe anything I say. It's all documented. Then they go on to talk about our KBC coin again here just a couple of weeks ago, September 10th. Okay, now they're saying KBC is the powering token of a global financial infrastructure. I like the way they describe our company here, and range of products focused around gold. They go on to say voice over blockchain smartphone called the Impulse K1 phone, cryptocurrency payment merchant processor called K-Merchant, and a cryptocurrency exchange and trading platform. Together, these products and entities combine to form the Gold Emporium, the company's financial ecosystem. Now, you might say, well, what is an ecosystem? It's all the necessary ingredients that allow folks to acquire a currency and to utilize it, save and store it in value, and also use it as currency to acquire the things that they need in life. So, folks, this ecosystem involves a lot of innovation. Our very own blockchain, which is faster, the first blockchain that will allow voice and text to move along it, unlimited storage. Okay, those phones, the laptops, unlimited encrypted storage. That's why we call it, say that privacy is the new order. Normal encryption is 256. The encryption on our laptops, the encryption on our cell phones, folks, I'm just trying to tell you, it's 512, it's double that. The private key, it moves from laptop to phone. They automatically sync, and it's almost like we are the blockchain Apple of gold-backed instruments, folks. Is incredible to think about it. But our ecosystem, it all begins with physical gold, 24 karat gold. So we've got our own cryptocurrency, we've got our own exchange, we've got our own payment system, we've got our own bank, we've got our own communications device, computing laptops, and our own blockchain, folks. So this is the innovation. This is our ecosystem. And folks, just to let you know that we're on the right track, our ecosystem is just about complete. The last stages will be December 15th. But look, you can see here the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, after so many years talking about cryptocurrency in a negative light, now is looking to team up with Microsoft and Starbucks to do what? Build an ecosystem for cryptocurrency. Now, I love it. These are powerhouse companies, and it just gives power to what it is that we're doing. But folks, they're light years behind us right now, and their system is going to be steeped in this right here. Regular fiat currency, not backed in anything, where ours is steeped in what? Physical 24 karat gold, and that's impressive, folks. Okay, so that's what gives us our advantage. We're light years ahead, and we're first to market, folks. First movers advantage right here. But I want to explain to you and share with you how this K-Merchant program will work for businesses and why so many will want to do and accept our K-Merchant program.
Every day, more people are learning about the blockchain and buying cryptocurrency. Until now, the problem for consumers is where to spend it. Retailers have been reluctant to accept cryptocurrency due to its volatile nature. Who wants to get paid for something and lose money on the sale, right? Thanks to the brains at Karatbars International, this problem has been solved with the revolutionary K-Merchant software. Let's look at how it works. Lewis has some cryptocurrency and wants to buy a new car, so he goes to his local dealership who has decided to use K-Merchant. The software is free to install on any iOS or Android device and comes with a range of plugins or any API for online sellers. So Lewis picks his car and pays with his coins. Easy. The dealership chooses whether to accept and keep the cryptocurrency or instantly convert it into his local fiat currency, which means he has no cash flow or volatility issues. An instant transaction with no cost for the buyer or seller, so how can it be free? K-Merchant doesn't need to charge Lewis or the dealership anything because K-Merchant generates business income with AI trading on their associated exchanges, which are linked into the software. In simple terms, there are no costs for installation, no fees to be paid, no chargebacks, and zero risk for the business. K-Merchant even offers free advertising on a global online map. Now, any business in the world can accept cryptocurrency and anyone can spend it. The vehicle for mass adoption has arrived. Don't miss out on being the first cryptocurrency acceptance point in your town. Get back with the representative that shared this with you.
Incredible, folks. Incredible. More incredible is the fact that I live in a town that has a very, very nice mall, but it's managed by a company called Simon Properties, okay? And they manage malls all around the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. And what Simon Properties is doing right now is they're installing these Bitcoin machines, okay, where folks can go out and they can start buying Bitcoin in local establishments, malls, and what have you. But here's the thing, folks, so exciting. And the gentleman that just he saw the value of getting started in this business because he's installing these, okay? But what he realized very quickly was that all of the merchants that are in the mall, all of the buzz is about these Bitcoin machines coming in, customers and merchants, but none of these merchants can accept Bitcoin. Okay, so we just shared with you the program that would allow the merchants within this mall, in any mall, to be able to accept cryptocurrencies as well as have the customers, those that are acquiring this Bitcoin, to be able to spend their currency in local establishments, folks. So I tell you, I just see opportunity, opportunity, opportunity here. But here's the thing, folks. There's an income opportunity tied to this, folks. And if you don't see the value in what we've already established, you don't see the value in setting up a gold savings account, then really is no point in moving forward. But here's the thing, most folks do. I don't come across very many people that say, no, I will not at least set up a free gold savings account. Most people see that value. So I will move forward very, very quickly and just go over some of the highlights of how we get compensated. But once and first and foremost, you set up that free gold savings account, you're going to get websites. It also entitles you to a portion of compensation as well. If you bring people and help others set up their own free gold savings account. But we have multiple wealth building options, folks, junior level commissions, generational bonuses, dual team payouts, generational direct commissions, as well as matching bonuses. And again, we have cryptocurrency that's backed in gold. And I've already talked about some of the great promotions that Mr. Hall and I have been able to take advantage of in this short period of time. But our team allows us, you can go to the top of this company with 3 direct teams, but we build a minimum of 5. We don't like to let our minimums be our maximums, but again, you can earn up to 6% in uni level, just one level, personal level as well. But there's optional purchase plans where you can choose where you want to get involved to multiply your income capabilities. Here are some of the packages that you can get involved with. These are our business packages. They all come with gold. They come with bonuses and crypto. Their value of the package, you get crypto, the KCB coin with that, and you'll also get a bonus based upon which package you choose, and the person that helped you acquire the package also gets bonuses. Okay, these are our profit packages. When you're in business, folks, I'm just here to tell you, You know, I like to make profit. And many people say, well, Al, you know, where should I get started? And I always tell them, man, get started right here. 1 million euros. That's about $1.3 million. You know, and they look at me like I'm crazy, like, you know, I can't afford that, you know. So I'll just tell them, I say, hey, you know, why not go with this 500 euro package? And they look at me again, and you know, I say, listen, I don't want to disrespect your money, folks, but I know personally, I know folks that have marketed these plans. I know people that have got involved here. I have marketed a few of these plans here, and so many others, folks. But you just get in where you fit in. This is our most popular plan right here. This 4,000 euro package comes with 13 grams of gold, which you can store. You can use it to acquire more coin. It's going to come with its own value in KCB coins. And then actually, I need to adjust this slide. It's 120% bonus on top of that for the person acquiring the package, as well as the seller of the package as well. So that's how all of these packages work. It's totally up to you where you want to get in. We're in 144 different countries around the world. Some of them are third world countries, and you just get in where you fit in. So this package here, it's about $200 US, and still comes with gold, value in coins, and a bonus to the person acquiring the package, as well as the person that's sharing the package as well. But we also get paid direct commissions, 10%, 3%, and 2% through 3 levels. I love that. Dual team. This is a binary plan, folks, it pays us everything that we have has a unit value. You acquire units anytime through anything that you get in the business. You can see here, you as far as the business statuses, I love the fact that you can choose how much you want to get paid. This is like starting a franchise. You want a Chick-fil-A, okay, or do you want the Chick-fil-A, or do you want the sandwich shop? Okay, so it pays you accordingly based upon what status you get involved in. And I love the fact that I can just acquire the top package and get the top earnings. Okay, but here are the unit values. As these units total up to 25 on one side, 50 on the other, it creates a DTP payment, and that pays out indefinitely. This DDP this is the payment that you receive. So 75 units, you know, as a VIP. That's why Mark chooses the VIP. That's why I choose the VIP. And most serious individuals, this is the level that they choose. You know, for me, that's about almost $100 USD every time that this happens. I've had as many as 75 cycles in one day with this company, folks, and we're excited by it. So we get paid here in the dual team. We also have generous matching bonuses, and these matching bonuses can add up. You get more generations of matching bonuses the farther you go. And down here at the VIP level, folks, you can acquire as much as 13,000 if this works out perfectly, like it never does. And this is weekly income. You know, but you know, I would be remiss if I told you. I would be lying to you if I told you that it works out perfectly like this all the time. But what if it worked 50% for you, you know, and you earned half of that 13,000 or 25% of that? If that's coming in on a weekly basis, I guarantee you that's just one form of the income. I'm excited by it. Folks, I know folks, they say it, look, let me do my research. I've just showed you the research of Forbes magazine, the Vatican, you know, chooses to be at one of our licensing partners. Folks, we get paid on an international debit card. Mark and I use our debit cards in Dubai. We use them in South Africa. We use them in Las Vegas, folks. So this is no need to exchange monies for fees anymore in the airports and places, banks around these different countries. You've got an ATM that works in every country, and we get paid in euro and physical gold. So folks, so with that, I am done. I just shared with you a complete wealth building machine. We're talking about a worldwide market, a gigantic market potential with over 7 billion customers, unique products and service, innovative company, substantial compensation plan, high potential part-time or full-time, and we've got the customer service here to help you build your business. So what I'm going to do at this time, folks, I appreciate you just listening to me as well. And I'm going to go ahead at this point and turn this back over to Mr. Mark Hall. Mr. Hall, I turn it over to you, sir.
Hey, thanks for sharing that information, man. As usual, you do an amazing job of just going through the details, and I definitely appreciate you for that. And thanks for taking the time to get up early in the morning. I know it's early morning your time. But look, we know this is important to get this out to as many people as possible. What I want to do before I let you go, Doyle, is I want to see if there's any questions for you before I let you go. So guys, if you have any questions, type those in the chat box here for me, and I'll get Al to answer these questions while we have him on, if you have any questions. I know you've done a thorough job of covering most of the information, Al, and giving way more than I can ever imagine, because we just wanted to make sure everybody has the details. So if you guys have any questions, type those in for me. If you don't have any questions, just look, guys, get back to the person who invited you onto the webinar. They will help you set up a free goal savings account and get you started in the business. The one thing I'd recommend you do is listen, imagine the number of people if you had on here getting this information. This here is a free account that they can start, get all the information while they're doing their research, but also have the opportunity to start saving in gold or just acquire some cryptocurrency or both. And if anybody wants to help someone else the same way you are, I mean, they can do that as well. So like I said, guys, thanks for joining us. I don't see any questions here. Al, once again, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate you. Thorough job as usual, and looking forward to helping many more people getting started in the business. And do you have anything else before we go out?
No, that's it. I appreciate you for allowing me to share with all of these folks that are on this webinar. Really excited by what you're able to bring to the table, and so many folks that are following you into this company. So you just continue doing what you're doing. I look forward to seeing you in Brazil in December.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
me and my children are on our way out to our convention here in Atlanta. Fortunate enough to be doing some training. There are 2 sessions of training as well as 20-minute talk time on the stage. So I appreciate that, man. A lot of that is as a result of what you've been able to do. So just appreciate having somebody of your caliber as part of the team.
Oh, look, we got plenty more happening. I mean, this here is expanding and exploding, not just here in Australia, but globally, man. You know the thing. I mean, we've been able to build a team here that's already global, I mean, in various countries, and it's steady growing. So I just invite everybody to just to take advantage of this. And as you had stated earlier, the future is here now. This is happening. So people are going to hear more and more about it, and we just want to be the one to bring it to them. So, hey, be safe, have a good trip, and looking forward to talking to you soon.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
have a good night. Thanks.
Good night.